You can get ready your textbook, turn to page 100. Okay, today we'll be doing listening. As you can see in your Google Classroom, I have already posted this assignment. This one, Listening Unit 8. Okay, and you can also open the Google Form. If you are using laptop, you can open Google Form at the same time. Okay, let's do activity A first. So you see two sets of pictures here. Look at all these pictures here and write a word or phrase to describe the connection between the pictures in each set. Okay, so set number 1, you have picture A, B, C. Okay, so what can you see in picture A?
Car.
Yes, picture A is a car. Okay, picture B is, what is this?
Bus.
Bus. Okay, or any other word for this? Can you think of any other name for this? Normally in Malaysia, we call this as a traveling bus, right? Okay. Sometimes we can call this as coach. C-O-A-C-H, as I have typed in the chat box. You can see this. Okay. We can call this as coach also. All right. Okay. Then for C, it is, what is this? Picture C. What is picture C? It's a train, right? Okay, so what word can be used to describe the similarity or the connection between these pictures?
Vehicle.
Vehicle. Yeah. Okay, just now Poovan has typed the answer in the chat also. Vehicles. Okay. Any other word?
Transport.
Transport, yes, correct. Okay, there are many other words also that describe the connection between these three pictures. Okay, now the next one. What is picture A?
Theater.
A theater, yes. What about B? What is this?
Clothing.
Clothing store, yes. Shop, okay. Fashion shop, right? Okay. Then C?
Maybe a cafe.
A cafe, yeah. You see people holding cups, so it may be cafe, a coffee shop, or a restaurant. Okay, so what is the thing that can connect these three pictures? Shopping mall. Okay, when you go to shopping mall, you will have all these three places, right? Some shopping mall has cinema. Okay, all the shopping malls sell clothes and they have restaurants or cafe, right? Okay, what else? Okay, so I shall say shopping mall. What else? Or maybe what kind of activity is this? Gathering, okay. Payment say gathering. Maybe you have gathering with friends, okay. So or hanging out, hanging out with friends. So you go to these places, right? Or these are the activities you can do to spend your weekend, right? What are these? Maybe these are the activities you can spend your weekends, right? Okay. Okay, so I think you should know that we're going to listen to something that is related to these two sets of pictures, right? Okay, so the next activity, imagine the pictures in A, okay, that means these two sets of pictures are the answer choices to a listening task. Okay, that means one ABC and two ABC are both the answers for the listening task that we're going to listen later on. Okay, so discuss with a partner what the people might talk about and any words they might say. Okay, so in the listening task, you can think of what are the things that or what are the content that these people might be talking about in the listening task. Any words you may hear from them. Okay, record your discussion and upload the recording here. Okay, so look for a partner, can be a classmate, can be from another class, another school, or can be your family member, just any partner. Okay, so record your discussion and upload here. Okay, so now can you all tell me what do you think about the listening task? What people might be talking about about these two pictures? What are the contents of these two pictures? What may be the possible contents of the listening task that we're going to do later? Any of you? Okay, Poovan say maybe discussing about the gathering, okay? So you mean set 2, right? Okay, so in your discussion with your partner, you can say, based on these 3 pictures, I think the listening task is about gathering. So they may be talking about their planning of a gathering during the weekend. So these are the activities that they are going to do. Yeah, you know, this is how you can do the discussion with your partner later on. Understand? Okay, so this is set 2. What about set 1? What about set 1? So Poovan has given some idea about set 2. What about set 1? Any of you? Any ideas? What is the listening task about? Types of vehicles. So they are discussing about types of vehicles. Okay. Or that means that they are discussing about the functions of different kinds of vehicles, maybe. Okay. All right. Or maybe maybe they are discussing about the ways they go to a destination, you know. Okay. All right. This is no definite right or wrong answer. Okay. It's all on your own prediction, just prediction, you know. It doesn't mean that your answer must be correct, your answer must be wrong, you know. Okay. So this kind of activity is just to don't worry about the answer. Okay. Teacher wants to see how well you can discuss things with partner using English. Understand? Okay. All right. Next. Okay. So we're going to listen and see whether your guesses are right. Okay. Or before that, we look at the question. When you look at the question, you already know. Okay. Number 1, how is the girl going to travel to Scotland? So that means these 3 pictures is about a person, the way of a person traveling to a destination, right? Okay. So later we're going to listen. All these 3 will be mentioned in the audio. Okay. Always remember that. Okay. All the answer options will be mentioned. But you have to decide, you have to listen carefully which one exactly is the answer. Okay? All right. Number 2, what has the woman planned to do first? Okay, so you see the question. There is a woman talking and she will be telling you she planned to do all these activities, but which one she planned to do first? Okay, so the order is important. Which one first? Which come first? Which come next? Okay, when it is about ordering, sometimes they may use phrases like after this, before that. Okay, so you have to take note on these phrases. Okay, so we're going to listen now. Are you ready? I will play the audio now.
Listening, Unit 8, page 100, C. 1. How is the girl going to travel to Scotland?
So have your parents decided how you're going to travel to Scotland yet?
Well, I think we'll probably take the train, because we can sleep on the train overnight.
What about going by coach? That's much cheaper.
Yes, but it takes longer, and it isn't as comfortable. The other thing is, my dad doesn't want to drive. We could stop whenever we wanted in the car, but Dad says driving is too tiring.
2. What has the woman planned to do first?
I'm really excited about spending time tomorrow with Elizabeth.
What have you got planned?
Well, in the evening we're going to the theatre, but before that we're going shopping all day. We'll be tired after all that shopping, so I've booked a table at her favourite restaurant for dinner.
Wow, that is a busy day.
Did you get the answer? Okay, I want everyone to type in the chat box what's your answer for number 1 and 2. Okay, so far everyone got 1C, 2B. What about those who didn't type? You didn't get it? Can you guess? Or anyone got different answer? Okay, let's listen one more time to check your answer, whether it's correct or not. Okay, and I'm going to ask one person to explain why you choose this answer. Okay? Okay, so let's listen one more time to check your answer.
Listening, Unit 8, page 100, C. 1. How is the girl going to travel to Scotland?
So have your parents decided how you're going to travel to Scotland yet?
Well, I think we'll probably take the train, because we can sleep on the train overnight.
What about going by coach? That's much cheaper.
Yes, but it takes longer, and it isn't as comfortable. The other thing is, my dad doesn't want to drive. We could stop whenever we wanted in the car, but Dad says driving is too tiring.
2. What has the woman planned to do first?
I'm really excited about spending time tomorrow with Elizabeth.
What have you got planned?
Well, in the evening we're going to the theatre, but before that we're going shopping all day. We'll be tired after all that shopping, so I've booked a table at her favourite restaurant for dinner.
Wow, that is a busy day.
Okay, any volunteer wants to explain whether your answer is correct? Most of you choose 1C, 2B just now, right? Okay. Someone please explain why number 1, the answer is C. Okay. Train is more comfortable and they can sleep. Okay, this is what the girl say, right? Okay, so she mentioned that train is more comfortable and they could sleep. Okay, yeah. They can sleep on the train overnight, right? She mentioned that. Okay. Why she doesn't want to take a car? Okay, Aishwarya?
It's because if car means the father is going to drive, and then the father also say he's tired, so he's not taking the car.
Yes, the father said it's tiring to drive, right? So they wouldn't take the car. So they choose train. Okay, good. All right, number 2. Okay, Poovan, call someone else to explain number 2. Aisha? Aisha, please explain. What's your answer for number 2? And why you choose this answer? You choose B. Okay, so why you choose B? She says she's so excited to shopping all day. But does that mean it's the first activity? How do you know that it's the first activity? She also mentioned going to the theater, and she also mentioned that she has booked a table for dinner. You know, she mentioned all these 3. But why do you know that B is the first thing? So listen again what the woman say. She will mention about theater first. After she mentioned theater, then she will say a phrase. Okay, then that phrase will give you the hint why theater is not the first activity. Okay, I want that phrase. Okay, all right, listen again.
2. What has the woman planned to do first?
I'm really excited about spending time tomorrow with Elizabeth.
What have you got planned?
Well, in the evening, we're going to the theatre.
Okay, did you hear that? She said in the evening we're going to the theater. Okay, so what is she going to say of now? Okay, that phrase will give you the answer. Understand? Okay, listen carefully.
But before that, we're going shopping all day.
Did you get it? What phrase is that, Aisha? But before that, yes, correct. Okay, she said in the evening we're going to the theater, but before that we're going shopping all day. Okay, so that gives you the answer. Understand? These are the things that you need to listen to. You have to focus on these, sometimes these phrases, to give you the answer. Okay, let's continue with the next activity. Okay, let's look at the exam close-up. Predicting from pictures. Before you listen, it's important to read the questions and look at the pictures carefully. When you look at the pictures, try to imagine what the listening could be about. Think about the differences and the words you could hear for each picture. Okay, so you look at the picture, you not just only see, oh, this picture is beautiful or not, you have to think about the differences between these three pictures. What are the differences of these three pictures? Okay, and what are the words that you could hear for each picture? Okay, or what are the words that is used to describe these pictures? Okay. So let's go through one by one. There are 7 questions in this part. For each question, there are 3 pictures and a short recording. Circle the correct picture A, B, or C. Okay, so number 1. What time does the girls' music lesson start tonight? Okay, can anyone tell me what time is for picture A? 7 p.m. How do you say this or any other way of saying 7 p.m.? 7 o'clock. Yes, very good, Kylie. Thank you. Okay, you can say 7 o'clock. Not only you can say 7 p.m., you can say 7 o'clock. Sometimes people just say 7. The music lesson starts 7 tonight. Because they say tonight, so it's understood it is PM. It's not AM, right? 7 tonight, okay? Or 7 o'clock tonight. Okay, what about B? How to say this? Normally, we will say 7:30, right? Okay, another way of saying 7:30. I remember I've taught you this before in class. Another way to say 7:30. The long hand has passed the clock, past the circle by half, right? So, how do you say that? Yes, Yifeng, very good. 7:30. Good job, Yifeng. The last one is same like the first one, okay? This is, what time is this? For picture C, what time is this? 8 o'clock, yes, okay? All right, we're going to listen to this. All this time is mentioned, okay? Sometimes sometimes the question will be very tricky. They try to trick you. They will mention one time first, and then another person say, no, it is not this. Okay, it's supposed to be this. So you have to be careful with that. Okay? All right, let's listen.
Listening, Unit 8, page 100E.
There are 7 questions in this part. For each question, there are 3 pictures and a short recording. Circle the correct picture A, B, or C. 1. What time does the girls' music lesson start tonight?
What time does your music lesson start tonight?
7:30.
Are you sure? I thought it was starting at 8 tonight because there's a celebration in the hall at 7 o'clock.
Dad, you're right. It was in the note from my teacher. Thanks for remembering. It's so boring waiting for the class to start.
Okay, everyone type your answer in the chat. What's your answer? What did you get? Let me choose one person to explain. We're going to listen again, but this person is going to explain why you choose C and why A and B is not the answer. Okay, Aisha, can you please call another person? Kylie, okay, Kylie, get ready. Okay, we're going to listen one more time. Later you explain your answer, why you choose C and why not A and B. Okay.
Aussie. 1. What time does the girls' music lesson start tonight?
What time does your music lesson start tonight?
7:30.
Are you sure? I thought it was starting at 8 tonight because there's a celebration in the hall at 7 o'clock.
Dad, you're right. It was in the note from my teacher. Thanks for remembering. It's so boring waiting for the class to start.
2.
Okay, Kylie, please explain. What's your answer? Okay, they have a celebration at 7 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, so we know that 7 o'clock is not the time that the music lesson starts. Okay, then why not 7:30? The girl mentioned 7:30, right? So how do you know the time is 8 o'clock, not 7:30? Who tell you this? Okay, so Kylie said the man said that the class start at 8 to 9. The girl said it start at 7:30. Then the man said it start at 8 to 9. But so each of them are talking about different time. But then how do you know who is correct? Aisha?
I think because first the girl told the class is at 8, and then the boy told in the hall they are having celebration at 7. And then only she told, yeah, I got this note from my teacher as well.
So your answer is 7:30.
No, A. 6.
C, right?
Because normal time her class is at 7:30, and
Mhm.
then since the boy told they are having celebration at the hall at 7, and then the class should be at 8. Then she also told, yeah, I got the note from my teacher as well.
Okay, yes. One very important phrase that the girl mentioned after, actually it's a girl and her daddy is talking. Okay, her daddy say, I thought it was starting at 8 to 9 because there's a celebration in the hall at 7 o'clock. Then the girl say, Dad, you are right. Did you hear that? She said, Dad, you are right. Okay, that means at first she thought 7:30 it was wrong. Then when the dad said it was at 8 o'clock, then only she suddenly remember, oh yes, I have jotted down that in my note. Okay, then that you are right. Understand? Okay. Yeah, she forgot. Okay, now let's proceed to number 2. Which sports did Tom try? Okay, so it's important you know the name of these sports first. Okay, what is the name of the first sport? I think you have learned about these sports in Unit 6. If you have your textbook, you can turn to page 70. We have learned B and C. Oh yes, Puvan says sailing, okay? A is sailing. Yes, water skiing. Okay, what about C? What is that? Surfing, yes, correct. Okay, or you can call it as windsurfing because you need the wind to help you to move. Okay, all right. Okay, so now let's listen. So all these 3 sports will be mentioned in the audio, but which one exactly is that Tom has tried this sport? Okay, so you will be listening to 2 person talking. okay, and they may be saying like, he wanted to try this, but then he didn't try this, he tried another thing instead, okay, something like that. Okay, so you should have expected that. Understand? Okay, so now we're going to listen.
2. Which sport did Tom try?
Did you hear what Tom did on his holiday?
Well, I think he wanted to try windsurfing, so I guess it was that.
No, it wasn't. There wasn't any windsurfing at that beach, so he tried water skiing instead. And he loved it.
Really? I know they do sailing there. I thought he wanted to try that, but he obviously changed his mind.
Okay, so what's your answer? Everyone type in your chat. Okay, now let's listen again one more time. Okay, I want Yi Kai to explain why you choose B. Okay, and other than Yi Kai, the rest of you listen again to check your answer. Okay.
Which sport did Tom try?
Did you hear what Tom did on his holiday?
Well, I think he wanted to try windsurfing, so I guess it was that.
No, it wasn't. There wasn't any windsurfing at that beach, so he tried water skiing instead. And he loved it.
Really? I know they do sailing there. I thought he wanted to try that, but he obviously changed his mind.
Okay, Yi Kai, your answer is B, right? So why you choose B? Does not have windsurfing. At first, the boy mentioned he wanted to try windsurfing, right? Then the girl tells, no, it wasn't. Okay, so we know it is not windsurfing because there wasn't any windsurfing at that beach. Okay, but then later on, the boys say they do sailing there. At the beach, they are sailing also, not only water skiing. And then how do you know the answer is water skiing? Because he mentioned that Tom wanted to try sailing, but he changed his mind. Okay, that means he didn't try sailing. He tried water skiing instead. Okay, very good, Yi Kai. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's proceed to the next one. Number 3. Which concert is the boy not going to buy a ticket for? Okay, so there are 3 types of concerts here. So she may be buying ticket for 2 types of concert, but there is one concert that he is not going to buy a ticket. Okay, so what kind of concert that you can see in picture A? What concert you can see in A? You see people raising up hands. You see someone is playing a guitar here. Band, yeah, okay. This is a band. Okay, most of the time we call this pop concert. Pop concert. What about B? What kind of concert is that? You see, got people playing all kinds of different instruments, and they dress. How do they dress? They dress more formally, right? They have bow tie, coats. Okay, and some people are playing violin, viola, guitar, drums, so what kind of concert is this? Orchestra, yes, correct. This is called orchestra. What about C? C, you see only one person playing piano here. What kind of concert? What's the name of this kind of concert? This is called piano solo or piano recital. Out of A, B, and C, okay, which 2 is playing, most probably playing classical music? B and C, they are playing classical music. Classical music is like those Beethoven songs, Mozart, all those songs, like, okay, classical music. Okay. All right, so now let's listen to this audio and see which concert is the boy not going to buy a ticket for. Okay.
3. Which concert is the boy not going to buy a ticket for?
I think I'll buy my cousin tickets to a concert for her birthday.
That's a nice idea. What sort of concert? A pop concert? Some great bands are playing in town next month.
I was thinking about an orchestra actually. She loves classical music because she plays the violin. There's also a famous pianist giving a piano recital, which she might enjoy.
Both of those sound nice. I think she'll enjoy them both.
Okay, everyone type your answer in the chat box. Stretching, get ready. We listen again. Stretching, later you tell me why you choose A. Why the answer is not B and C. Okay, Stretching, get ready, yeah? Okay, let's listen one more time. The rest of you check your answer. If you didn't get it just now, never mind. Now listen carefully and try to get the answer.
3. Which concert is the boy not going to buy a ticket for?
I think I'll buy my cousin tickets to a concert for her birthday.
That's a nice idea. What sort of concert? A pop concert? Some great bands are playing in town next month.
I was thinking about an orchestra actually. She loves classical music because she plays the violin. There's also a famous pianist giving a piano recital, which she might enjoy.
Both of those sound nice. I think she'll enjoy them both.
Okay, so Shijing, is your answer still A? And why you choose A? He mentioned that his cousin like some kind of music. What music is that? Did you hear that? The boy mentioned that his cousin like violin. Okay, likes to play violin, and she loves a kind of music. What kind of music is that? What kind of music that she loves? Is it the pop music or the classical music? Yes, she loves classical music. Okay, so the boy say, I was thinking about an orchestra, and there's also a famous pianist giving a piano recital. Okay, so we know that he's going to buy tickets for either an orchestra or a piano recital, but not a pop concert. Okay, very good. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next question. 4. Which bikini does the young woman prefer? Okay, so you see these 3 bikinis here. Okay, so what's the difference? What are the words you use to describe these 3 different bikini? Okay, A, how do you describe this bikini? Is there any pattern here? Okay, so you see B and C got some pattern. Okay, but A, it doesn't have, yes, it doesn't have any pattern, so it is plain, right? You say plain. Aisha, very good. Okay, you use the correct word. It is plain. Okay, plain, red color, right? Okay, what about B? Polka dots. Okay, yes, polka dots. Or another way of describing polka dots, spots. Yes, very good, Poovan. Thank you so much. Okay, what about this? Lines. Other than lines, another word of saying this? Stripes. Yes, very good. Stripe. Okay. All right. Now let's listen to the audio. Okay. Again, all these 3 will be mentioned, but which one does the young woman prefer?
Which bikini does the young woman prefer? Which bikini do you think I should buy? I really like the striped one.
Well, personally, I think the spotted one looks better on you.
Really? What do you think of this plain one?
Well, it's okay, but it's not as nice as the spotted one.
Okay, so what's your answer? Everybody type your answer in the chat. So pay attention at the words stripes, spotted, Okay, plain. Okay, so pay attention at this word. Now I will pause when one person finish talking. Okay, so that you can hear better. All right. Okay, now listen one more time. When the first girl, okay, now the first woman is talking. Okay, listen.
Which bikini does the young woman prefer?
Okay, that's the question. Okay, now the first woman talking first.
Which bikini do you think I should buy? I really like the striped one.
Okay, so this is the first woman. What did she say? Which bikini do you think I should buy? I really like the, what did she say? I really like the, she liked the striped one. Okay, but is that the answer? Yeah, we have to continue to listen to find out. So now the second woman is talking, is going to say something.
Well, personally, I think the spotted one looks better on you. Really?
Okay, so what did the second woman say? She think which one is better? Spots look better on you, she say. Okay, now let's listen to the again to see what the first woman react.
Really? What do you think of this plain one?
She's asking, what do you think of this plain one? Okay, the plain one. Okay, then what the second woman say?
Well, it's okay, but it's not as nice as the spotted one.
So the second woman still insists that which one is better? The spotted one, right? Okay. All right. Okay, so I think you know the answer already. Now let's proceed to number 5. Where is the tennis racket? Okay, so you see these tennis rackets at different places. Okay, A, where is the tennis racket in A? On the bed. B, on the chair. C, on the table under the clothes. Okay, so you can see a piece of clothes here. Okay, maybe a jacket, right? Okay, so now we're going to listen to this.
5. Where is the tennis racket? I can't find my tennis racket. Have you seen it?
Well, last time I saw it, it was on the bed.
No, I moved it from there and I thought I left it on the chair.
Ah, I can see it now. It's on the table, under your jacket.
I think this one is quite easy, right? Okay, what's your answer? Okay, so now let's listen one more time. Okay, Jin Yan, this time I want you to explain. Jin Yan, I want you to explain why you choose this answer. What is your answer, okay?
5. Where is the tennis racket? I can't find my tennis racket. Have you seen it?
Well, last time I saw it, it was on the bed.
No, I moved it from there and I thought I left it on the chair.
Ah, I can see it now. It's on the table, under your jacket.
Okay, so Jin Yan, you choose C, right? Okay, why you know the answer is C? The boy say he see. Okay, he see it on the table under the jacket. Yes, very good, Jin Yan. Okay, all right, let's proceed to the next one. Number 6. How much does the woman pay per month for her gym? Okay, let's read through this money value first. Okay, so what is this in picture A? How to read this?
20 pounds.
Yes, 20 pounds. Yes, correct. Okay, this sign is pounds. Okay, this is the money sign used in the UK. Okay, like our ringgit Malaysia. Okay, B. Aishwarya, can you please read?
30 pounds.
So most of the time in Malaysia, we read 30 pounds, right? Okay. Actually, the accurate sound of 30 is actually 30. 30. Okay, I want you to try to read this on your own. Okay, 30. Okay, the sound of TH is not the, it's the. Okay, 30, not 30. Remember that, because later when you hear, you cannot hear the woman saying 30. She will say 30. Understand or not? Okay. All right. What about the next one?
50 pounds.
Yes, 50 pounds. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I think A and C no problem. Only B, the pronunciation you have to take note. 30. Okay. All right. Now let's listen. How much does the woman pay per month for her gym? Okay. So let's listen.
6. How much does the woman pay per month for her gym?
I'm thinking of joining a gym, but it's so expensive.
Really? Mine's only £30 a month. I don't think that's too bad.
£30 a month? The one I went to was £50 a month, but I think a lot's included in the price.
Wow, that's £20 a month more. It must be good for that price.
Okay, what's your answer? Did you manage to hear it? So we listen again. Okay, everyone type your answer in the chat later. Okay.
6. How much does the woman pay per month for her gym?
I'm thinking of joining a gym, but it's so expensive.
Really? Mine's only £30 a month. I don't think that's too bad.
£30 a month? The one I went to was £50 a month, but I think a lot's included in the price.
Wow, that's £20 a month more. It must be good for that price.
All right, Poovan, can you please explain why you choose B? She told, okay, that her gym was 30 pounds, okay? The man was asking that, the main thing that it was very expensive, but then the woman said, mine's only 30 pounds a month. Okay, she don't think that it's very expensive, right? Okay, good. Thank you very much, Poovan. Now let's proceed to number 7. What has the grandmother done this afternoon? What do you see in picture A? Yes, she's cooking. What about picture B? Gardening, very good. What about picture C? Yes, she's surfing the internet. Alright, now let's listen to the audio.
7. What has the grandmother done this afternoon?
I went to visit Granny today. She really is an amazing woman.
Well, I know she likes cooking. What delicious thing did she cook this time?
Actually, believe it or not, she was surfing the internet all afternoon.
I don't believe it. Normally she's cooking or gardening, like normal grannies. I'm glad she's a modern granny though.
Okay, so what's your answer for this question? Alright, now let's listen one more time to check your answer.
7. What has the grandmother done this afternoon?
I went to visit Granny today. She really is an amazing woman.
Well, I know she likes cooking. What delicious thing did she cook this time?
Actually, believe it or not, she was surfing the internet all afternoon.
I don't believe it. Normally she's cooking or gardening, like normal grannies. I'm glad she's a modern granny though.
Alright, this question is quite easy, so I leave it for you. I think you should know the answer. Okay, the last one. Type at least one new word or expression that you have learned in relation to the lesson topic. Okay, so just type one new word that you have learned today. Okay, so that's all for our lesson. Thank you very much. I will see you again next week in the next lesson. Bye.